Hey, it's Dash Mash, and in this video, we're going to be looking at a lot of these original Game Boy Virtual Console games that they have up here for the 3DS eShop before the 3DS eShop officially closes on March 27th of 2023. Now, this video is actually part 2 in a 2-part video series on the original Game Boy Virtual Console games. So there were over 50 original Game Boy Virtual Console games released for the 3DS eShop. At least for North America. And in this video, we're going to be looking at around 25 different games. And part 1 will also have the other 25. So with every single game that we see in this video, if that game has a video trailer, we're going to go ahead and watch that. We'll see all the in-game photos that the 3DS eShop has to show us for these specific Virtual Console games. And also we'll interestingly see how people rated these games as well. Now, if you get a whole bunch of enjoyment from this video, please consider giving this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more eShop/Virtual Console related content, because this video took a really long time to make. I mean, I'm filming this in the front of my house, and I tried and there's just so much background noise in the specific area where I'm filming this. And I had to do a lot of retakes when it came to filming different portions of this video. So your support would really help out. And also, if you get enjoyment out of this video, please consider checking out my other Virtual Console system related videos, because I made every single 3DS and Wii U Virtual Console system its own dedicated video, very similar to this one. And I'll give off a few examples. I made the Game Boy Color Virtual Console games its own system related video. I also made a system related video for the Sega Game Gear games, both the 3DS and Wii U Super Nintendo games as well, and also a part 1 and part 2 for the Nintendo Entertainment System 3DS Virtual Console games as well. All those games will be linked in the description, so as soon as you're done watching this video, please go ahead and check those videos out. Now, I'm not going to be talking through most of the portion of this video because I want to recapture that 3DS window shopping-like experience, and I just feel like not talking is the best way to do that. But no worries, I made a whole bunch of mini videos dedicated to a lot of these Virtual Console games, where in those videos I do talk in the background, and it's kind of like a mini review. We have a lot of fun. I have a lot of very fun and interesting stories to go along with a lot of those mini videos. So yeah, please check those out. And you can find those videos if you go on my channel. But I have a question for this video for you guys to answer down in the comment section. What was your very first purchase on the 3DS eShop with the Virtual Console? What was the first 3DS Virtual Console game you ever purchased? And I'm very curious. Also tell me the reason why you purchased it, or if you have any fun or interesting background story around that specific decision of purchasing that specific game. I would love to hear it down in the comment section, because I'm going to be reading all your comments. Now, for me, the first 3DS Virtual Console game I ever purchased was Super Mario Land 2, the 6 gold coins. I remember this was very early, like within like the first few months of the 3DS actually being out, very early in the 3DS's lifespan. I actually bought my original 3DS on the very first day that the 3DS actually came out, which is very interesting. And I remember I went to this GameStop at a mall, and it was so weird. I'd never seen this before prior to that. They just had like a whole entire row filled with these gift cards that had these specific Virtual Console game codes, on these specific like gift cards that they had. And they had a whole bunch of different games, but the one game that really caught my eye was specifically Super Mario Land 2, the 6 gold coins. Now, I did have that game back when I was a kid, but I had completely forgotten how that game played out. So it was like, I remembered that game. That game brought me a lot of nostalgia, but I completely forgot how the game played out. And I went ahead and I grabbed the card. I went up to the cashier, paid I think $5 at the time to purchase it. I remember I didn't even have the internet back then, so I had no idea how to even. I know that I had to go on the eShop and like write down the code that you would scratch off in the back of those gift cards. But I remember I didn't even like have the internet, but me and my two brothers, we all had 3DSs at that time, and we were walking around this trailer park that we lived at just to see if we could find free Wi-Fi. And it was so funny. We walked around this whole entire trailer park, and believe it or not, we found one area in that trailer park that actually did have free Wi-Fi, and it was at the kind of like the building where we would pay the rent. This building had like a mat. It was a weird. So like the building that you'd pay your rent was at a it was a trailer that had this like massive deck on it, and me and my brothers in the middle, like this was at night because we didn't want anyone to see us. We would sit on this deck that had this like wheelchair ramp, and we would just sit there. And I went over there. I couldn't believe we found free Wi-Fi, and I remember I went on the eShop, put in that code, and I played that game, and it was so much fun. And also, by the way, if you're curious, me and my brothers, we would always go there at night, like I don't know, like around 11 and 12 o'clock at night, and someone would always be like a lookout to make sure that no one's coming. And if someone did drive down that road, which by the way, that trailer park was so cheap that the roads were actually dirt roads, I think there was like only 3 roads. It was a really small trailer park, and yeah, someone would be on the lookout, and the other two would like play on our 3DSs, and sometimes the internet worked amazingly, and other times we couldn't get the internet to work at all. It was just so much fun, nostalgic memories. But with, yeah, that's just an example that I want you guys to put down in the comment section when you tell me, like, the first virtual console game that you ever purchased on your 3DS, and like I would love to hear your guys' stories or maybe your reasoning for purchasing that. But either way, if there's a specific Game Boy Virtual Console game that you want to see in this video will be timestamped, so you could just go down in the description box and it'll lead you directly to the specific Game Boy Virtual Console game that you want to see. But if your favorite Game Boy Virtual Console game does not appear in this video, please consider checking out part 1, because your Game Boy game is more than likely there, assuming that it made the Virtual Console. But either way, instead of having me ramble on, let's go ahead and get started with this video. By the way, this is a really cool effect that I want to point out. Look over here. This is really cool because they'll not only show the title screen of the game that we're looking at, but also 3 different in-game photos. So I think that's something really important to point out. Yeah, I'll be showing this effect with every single Game Boy Virtual Console game that we see in this video. So yeah, definitely keep your eye over here. I think this is a really cool effect that we need to point out. So let's go ahead and watch this little game trailer. Yeah, we're going to be skipping this video over here because this is just a repeat of the same video that they show for Donkey Kong Land 1. They actually, sadly, they repeat this very same video for all the Donkey Kong Land games, which I will, repeat when we make it to Donkey Kong Land 3. So yeah, if you want to watch this video, skip back in the video to the Donkey Kong Land 1 section. I promise you it's the same exact video. It's kind of pointless to show the same video 3 times in a row. So for time saving purposes, that's that. Yeah, we're going to be skipping this video because this is just a repeat. They show the same exact video for every Donkey Kong Land game. So, for Donkey Kong Land 1, I showed this whole entire video, so skip back into the video and watch the Donkey Kong Land 1 section of this video because we're not going to be showing the same exact video 3 times in a row. I made that same mistake with the Wii U Super Nintendo Virtual Console video. And yeah, like I said, it just better for the video. I am going to be making a dedicated video short for all the Donkey Kong Land games. So definitely, if you absolutely want to see this video for Donkey Kong Land 3, definitely go watch that video. But either way, yeah, we'll just continue on. Well, this is the end of this video, and thank you so much if you made it this far in this video. I know I said this earlier, but please consider giving this video a like and subscribe to the channel, because this video took quite a while. If you enjoyed this video, please consider watching part 1 on the original Game Boy games, because in that specific video, we go over the other set of games, the other 25 original Game Boy games, and there's some really good games in there. Like, I know I put the Pokemon Red and Blue in there, and yeah, man, a lot of work with this video, but I hope that you guys have a fantastic day, and goodbye.